You're listening to the all-new Urban Specialist broadcast. It's the Serving on Sunday show, hosted by Antong Bruce Wayne Lucky and inspired by the late great Bishop Omar Jawar.
Good morning, KRNB. Hey, this is your host, Antong Bruce Wayne Lucky, and I got my co-host with me,
Minister Cameron Sweet.
And this is Serving on Sundays, y'all, where we serve y'all those change makers that's in the community that's doing it big. I'm talking about people who are out there putting in work. I'm talking about the business, the brands, the nonprofits, anybody who is doing some work in the city of Dallas, DFW. I can't leave Fort Worth out. But listen, before y'all do anything else, I want you to grab a bottle of water and I want you to dash it on somebody that's asleep. No, don't do that. Don't dash it on them. Just wake them up and say, tune in to Serving on Sunday. We got an interesting show. And listen, don't touch that dial. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you a change maker serving in your community? Or would you like to join a community of change makers? Then log on to urbanspecialist.org and sign up for Uniteversity. The Urban Specialist. Inspirational music.
That God is better than the world's best thing. God is better than the best thing that the world has to offer.
Magnify, magnify, lift it on high. Spit a Spotify to qualify a spot on his side. I cannot modify, ratify. My mama made me apple pies, lullabies, and alibis. The book don't end with Malachi. Devil will win employee of the month by the dozen. Till one scoring 3 years from the third when he doesn't. My village raised him a child, come through the crib and it's bussin'. You meet anyone from my city, they gon' say that we cousins. Shabak, Barak, edify. Electrify the enemy like Hedwig till he petrified. Any petty Peter Pettigrew could get the pesticide. 79th. I don't believe in science, I believe in science. Don't believe in signing, I seen dollar signs. Color white, collar crime. Good God, the gift of freedom. Hosanna Santa invoked and woke up slaves from Southampton to Chatham Manor. My dream girls behind me feel like I'm James Early. The type of worship make Jesus come back a day early. With the faith of a pumpkin seed size mustard seed here. For I will speak noble things as entrusted me. Only righteous, I might just shrug at the skullduggery. I couldn't stand to see another rapper lose custody. Exalt, glorify. Descend upon the earth with swords and fortify the borders where your shortest lies. I used to hide from God, duck down in the slums like shh.
Stop what you're doing and follow the Urban Specialist on all social media. This is what's going on in your neighborhood.
On sale now. A redemptive path forward from incarceration to a life of activism by Antong Lucky. True life test turned testimony of a child of an incarcerated father growing up in an impoverished, crime-ridden neighborhood, falling into the trenches of despair. This memoir tells the story of true transformation, turning his life around to becoming a beacon of light and a true change agent. A redemptive path forward from incarceration to a life of activism by Antong Lucky. Order your copy on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or anywhere books books are sold. Also available on Audible at audible.com.
Oh, this is Terrence Randolph, man. I'm an anchor change maker, Cedar Crest. Hey, I'm reaching out to all OGs. If you want to make real changes in your neighborhood, go to urbanspecialist.org and sign up for the University. Join our one-day OGU class and be a part of the movement. Don't just see the change, be a part of the change. It's a movement that our communities need. Let's make our streets safer together. Again, go to urbanspecialist.org and sign up today.
The Urban Specialist.
I need you to know.
Serving on Sundays. On Sundays.
Hey, y'all just now joining, man. This is Serving on Sundays, man, where we bring you individuals who are serving in the community some kind of way, whether it's a business, whether it's a nonprofit. It just maybe just be you serving by yourself. But listen, this is Serving on Sundays, where we give the platform to those individuals who are really impacting the DFW. And listen, this morning is going to be very special. So that's why I said earlier, grab your phone, grab your notepad, because you need to take notes, man, because this is a good one. And listen, y'all, we've been talking about fathers. We've been talking about mental health. We've been talking about that for the longest. Y'all get tired of me and Minister Cameron just constantly talking about self-care and do something with yourself. So on this morning, I know y'all always hearing me scream about Thrive House Wellness and that company. I know y'all get tired of me. I know they don't get tired of me, Mr. King. You think they get tired of me?
No, they don't get tired.
I know they don't get tired. There's some people out there that's saying, hey, listen, I need that. But listen, I know y'all probably think that when I be screaming and shouting out my therapist, y'all might say that just Antong just making some stuff up. But I ain't making nothing up, Mr. Cameron.
She's here.
A real person, y'all. Listen, y'all, let me just not keep y'all. I have in studio with me Miss Taran McGowen. Taran, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning. You know, now, Taran, let me say this real quick before we dive off into this. I be screaming you and posting you and pumping you. And I think some people out there say, man, it ain't no real person. But Miss Taran, tell me you're a real person.
I'm real. I'm here. Thank y'all for having me.
I thank you for coming, man. Let me just say this to the people that's in the back that probably, don't know what's going on. Taran, tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, good morning. Thanks, y'all, for having me again. I'm very honored to be here with y'all. My name is Taran, and I am a licensed professional counselor supervisor.
Yes.
So I first steward a practice here in Irving. It's called Thrive House Wellness, as Antong has been so graciously sharing with you all.
Yes.
So it's a group practice in Irving, and we provide counseling for individuals, couples, adolescents, anybody pretty much on the spectrum. We can provide a service for you.
Yes.
But we specialize in anxiety and trauma, depression, couples, again, you name it. We probably have someone that specializes in it.
Yes.
So beyond that, I'm currently finishing up my doctorate degree. And yes.
Let's clap for that.
Yes, thank you. Almost there, y'all. Keep it lifted. Yes, almost.
He called you Doc earlier.
Man, look, I'm speaking
into existence.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Doc.
Yes, so I'm currently at UNT finishing that up. I'm doing some research on intergenerational trauma, how that impacts couples and families. So very excited about that work, but also I'm a supervisor, so I work a lot with counselors in training, providing education for them and how they can empower the people around them. So outside of that, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. That's it. That's if you
y'all heard
looking for me, I'm at work, I'm at school, or I'm at home.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it right here. Listen, y'all. So listen, to Urban Special, to our team and the people out there in the community who always see me champion this idea of self-care and therapy, et cetera, et cetera. This is where I get it from. This is where I get it from. See, here right at Urban Specials, our organization, Taran, we do like Wellness Wednesdays. And then when we do our meetings every Tuesday, we always open up with a brave space affirmation, and then we do check-ins. See how everybody checking in. And we do that intentionally because we want, it's so important for us for self-care, as an organization, because we do a lot of work. But it's not about Urban Special. This is about you, Miss Taran.
About all of us.
Listen, y'all. Doctor, I'm going to call her Doctor too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Taran. Let me ask you this real quick, because I know it's a lot of listeners out there that's listening and probably still on the edge, still on, they ain't just figured out if therapy the right thing for them.
Sure.
And, in our
Sure.
community, especially the black community, maybe even the brown community, we have this thing about therapy because we don't understand it. We don't know if it's for us. We don't know the impacts that it can have. Can you kind of just talk to that right quick?
Yeah, it is unfortunate in black and brown communities that mental health therapy is stigmatized in a lot of ways, and especially when you think about the faith-based communities, we don't really realize that Jesus empowers the therapist.
Yes. Come on now.
So something that I do personally before I start therapy, any session, is I'm praying that the Holy Spirit speaks to me, speaks through me, so I can speak to my clients about, what it is that the Lord is leading me to. So that's not to say that all of my clients have to be Christians or believe in anything, but me as a therapist, I believe that Jesus empowers me to do this work, first off. So beyond that, though, if there is some type of hesitation or resistance or concern about counseling in and of itself, I think first it's important for people to realize that you don't have to just have this wild, crazy problem in order for you to come. Antong, I like how you've been saying it's really about wellness. Yes. It's really about self-care. So it doesn't mean that you've experienced anything super crazy or that you are crazy. Yes. It's really just about support. It's about having insight from another person. It's about having a healthy, secure relationship with another person that you may not have in your other intimate or interpersonal relationships. And it's different because this is a relationship where you're not having to take care of the other person. It's really a space that you can come into, that you can take up and talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So sometimes I have clients come in and they're just like, I don't really have a whole lot. I just want to do a check-in, or I just want to make sure that I'm okay. Yes. And then you do have clients on the other end who have experienced traumas, who have experienced abuse, or who are experiencing depression, or, you name it. So therapy, it doesn't have to look a certain way. And so that's one thing I try to communicate to people who are on the fence about it or who are wondering about it. You just come as you are, and it's the therapist's job to meet you in that. There's no expectation around it for a good therapist, Yes. There's no expectations around it. You just come as you are. Yes. But then I also say, if you're wondering about it, ask questions. Yes. Don't be afraid to say, well, I want to have a consultation with you. I want to know you a little bit more and how you do therapy. So don't be afraid to go in and ask those questions, and maybe that can, decrease some of the resistance and the hesitation that you're having around it. But just speaking of that, that's a great point that you just made. You said a good therapist. I caught that because a lot of people ask me questions, right? Every time I'm pumping and talking about you, talking about just therapy in general, people ask me questions, right? And the vast majority of people, right? Because I be saying, man, you could just go free associate. You could just go let your thoughts out. Brain
and there's no expectation, and this person is skilled. And they be like, well, what if they go tell your business?
Oh, no.
What if they gonna tell you
our license?
Yeah,
they're not gonna tell your business.
Exactly. So, speak to that.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
And usually in the first session, that's something that is going to be addressed, your confidentiality.
Come on now.
So we are bound ethically to protect the space that you're in.
Yes.
So you absolutely can come in and feel free to share whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your mind, and it's your therapist's job to hold that for you.
Man, y'all heard that, man. That one Antong said, that one Bruce Wayne, that one Mr. Cameron, that was Dr. Taran McGowen who said that Thrive House Wellness. But listen, y'all, if y'all just now joining, we having a great conversation, and it's gonna get, we can go a little bit more granular into this intergenerational trauma that you're talking about, because I want to hear more about that. But listen, I don't want y'all to touch that dial. Get your pen and pad out, because y'all gonna become clients before this show is over. So get your pen and pad out so you can go get some help. You take your car to the shop to get fixed. You take your bike to the bike shop to get fixed.
Come on.
Where do you take your mind when it's time to get fixed? And you can take it to church too, but go get you a therapist. We'll be right back right after this.
The Urban Specialist. Inspirational music.
Your mercy towards me, your loving kindness towards me, your tender mercies I see day after day. Forever faithful towards me, and you're always providing for me. Great is your mercy towards me. Great is your grace. Help me say. Great is your mercy towards me. Yes, your loving kindness towards me. Your tender mercies I see day after day. Providing for me. Great is your mercy towards me. Yes, great is your grace.
Stop what you're doing and follow the Urban Specialist on all social media.
All right, y'all. Look, my name is Minister Cameron Sweet, and I got my co-host.
Hey, if y'all been listening, me and Minister Cameron has been sitting here talking to licensed professional counselor, Dr. Taran McGowen, because she's in school getting her doctorate right now. And she's just talking to us about therapy and self-care and mental health, all that stuff that we talk about. We just felt the need to bring a professional in so y'all don't think we just talking.
Yeah.
Minister Cameron, before we get into this second part about intergenerational trauma, which I want to learn about.
Me too.
You got a scripture for us?
Oh yeah. Proverbs 11 and 14. And Doctor, you mentioned this before we played some songs. You mentioned just about having a spirit-led counselor in your life. How that makes a big difference of just a counselor, any counselor.
Yes.
Because in the Word, in Proverbs 11 and 14, it says, "Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors." There is safety. So what I'm realizing is that not every voice is wise.
Absolutely.
But you got to look for the ones that are spirit-led and not emotionally reactive. So I can tell just by the way your tone is and what you are targeting, you are spirit-led to make sure that your clients are in safety. They're in the space of being safe.
Yeah.
So I'm really inspired. Look now, Julia, if you on right now, my beautiful
you
wife,
know Julia.
Julia, listen. We gonna have to, we don't have to make a phone call real quick, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all make sure y'all give me my discount, man, my referral fee. Y'all give me my discount and my referral fee. And that's what's so important about, because when I talk to people about therapy, especially my women friends, because I done sent many of my colleagues, people that I know that are female women, I send them your stuff, and first thing they say is she married?
She is.
She is married. So I said that because I don't know why for some reason, but they say, is she married? I said, yes, she's married and got 2 kids. So that's what I like that's important about you, because you believe in family. That was one of the reasons why I chose you. I had to make sure you was married, your kids, and you believe in this concept of family. Because it is some therapists out there that, there's a whole nother. We ain't gonna talk about them.
Well,
let's go ahead.
But even with that, you have to. It's a lot to finding a therapist.
Absolutely.
And you're explaining the process.
Yes. But I kept searching, and I found Taran, Dr. McGowen, and I liked it. From the whole presentation to everything. When I walked after our first session, I walked out. I felt free because I had a lot on my mind, and I could just dump it off without judgment. Yeah. And I just felt. I remember I made a video about it. I came out like Superman beating on my chest. But listen, y'all, let's get back to the conversation. Earlier, you mentioned intergenerational trauma, and that stuck with me because right now, if y'all didn't know, I'm writing my next book, and it's about the absent effect of fathers on individuals, right? And we talking about that, right? And I got a collection of stories from women and men, and I'm looking at the similarities of how they felt, not having a father in their life, et cetera, and it's interesting. I ain't gonna share it because we had a book, but can you speak about your intergenerational trauma research? Yeah. Whatever you want to share with that.
Yeah. I will say it started very personal for me, and really understanding family dynamics, why we think the way that we think, how in the world did we get here? And so that's kind of what started the researching. And something that I think is really important to mention and share is that a lot of things that we encounter do not start with you.
Say that again.
A lot of things that you encounter, a lot of things that you experience, but also internally, how you think, how you feel, how you behave, a lot of that does not start with you.
That's important.
It doesn't start with you.
Wow.
Fun fact, in my research, we all have DNA, right?
Yes.
And when we think about DNA, we think, okay, my dad has brown eyes, so that's where my brown eyes came from. My mom has dark hair, or, we have these certain features. That's where I get it from. That part of DNA makes up about 2% of it. The remainder of your DNA, that comes from your parents, and that determines how you respond to the environment. So let's say when you were conceived and your mom is carrying you, let's say mom is experiencing stress, she may be experiencing poverty or whatever trauma she might be experiencing. When you're born, it's in your DNA already to be prepared to live in poverty. It's already preparing you to deal with the depression and the trauma that your mom experienced. And that's your body's way, again, of just preparation for what you're coming into. That makes up the other 98% of your DNA. So when we're born and we go through life, we're developing, we don't really take into account, like, this is literally inside of me. This is the DNA that I'm born with. And so then you develop characteristics, you develop different traits and all of that. And really it started with your mom, or it started with her mom, or with, your great grandmom. So when you talk about intergenerational trauma, a lot of the times we don't really take into account how it started. And so that's part of my research is really understanding where things started, and also, like, if it doesn't fit anymore, how do we change it?
When we look at behaviors, a lot of the behavior, a lot of stuff that's influencing us internally. You said don't start with us. It didn't start with us. It started somewhere else. And I believe that. I believe that a lot of things that happen to us in childhood, whether good or bad, influences where we at today.
Absolutely.
And I think the vast majority of people in our communities don't understand that. So you can have a person who've had a traumatic experience, had a high score on their adverse childhood experiences.
Come
and
on,
that
ACEs.
could be, yes, exactly. And that could be driving how they are as an adult.
Come on.
But they don't understand that, because a lot of times going back to address that kind of stuff, being very introspective on that, it's painful for some people. It's painful for them to deal with that. But a lot of the stuff that we do as an adult, men and women, can be traced back to the experiences that we had, adverse experiences that we had as kids. True?
Yeah, no, that's very true. And I'm glad you said that, because I know sometimes when people are encouraged to go to therapy, there's not always that recognition of just how hard it is to go back to the place that maybe you worked so hard to get away from.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, it's going to be a great experience. You're going to have so much fun.
Yes.
You know, because most of the time it's not. It's work, right?
Yeah.
But when something that's a motivating factor for me is if I don't deal with this, then I'm leaving my children to deal with it. And I'm leaving their children to deal with it.
Exactly.
So I like how you said, Minister Cameron, like generational curses are real. They're more real than the natural world, right? So if I'm not addressing these things, if I'm not taking the time to really unpack and excavate fully what all this has done to me, then I am in fact leaving it for my children, and that's not fair to them. You know, just like it wasn't fair for you to have to deal with it.
Exactly. And listen, that's some great information right there. I hope y'all listening and paying attention and taking notes. But listen, Doc, can you real quickly, you know, just kind of give us some positive outcomes that you done had doing the work that you do? Because I think a lot of people are listening and they hear the tough part. But talk to them briefly about what have you seen. You can give us an avatar, you know, not giving us who the person or nothing like that.
Sure.
But just tell us some stuff where you seen a person come in like this, dealing with this, and then they, you know, however long it took, how their life is.
The main thing that I would say is a major benefit from therapy, I'll give you a couple things actually.
Okay.
One, we call it self-actualization.
Yes, indeed.
So it's just, I am fully aware of myself. I understand me more. I can have an experience of something. I can put names to it. I can understand the emotional experience behind it. I have more control of me. I have more awareness of me. And therefore, I'm less impacted by people around me because I am indeed self-actualized. So that's that's a major benefit
that's
for therapy. That's
look,
like the top.
That's the top. That's the point of
that's the pinnacle.
Yeah, that's the point of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah, so
absolutely. So that's something that you benefit from in therapy, and I see a lot. Another thing that people come to therapy and tend to leave with therapy with is better relationships in general. So we talk a lot. Yeah, we talk a lot about attachment styles.
Yes.
It's all over TikTok, you know, Chat GPT, all that stuff. But something that you gain from therapy, and I see a lot, is more secure attachments with the people in your life. Better boundaries.
Better boundaries. I was waiting on you to say that. What? Better boundaries.
Better boundaries setting. You feel empowered to not only set boundaries, but keep boundaries.
Yes.
You understand why you need them. So I think those are like a few of the more common benefits that I see the most in therapy.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, listen, y'all. Y'all tuned in right now, man. Dr. Taran, we saying Dr. Taran McGowen, man, licensed professional counselor. Give me y'all some game, you know. And listen, I'm telling y'all, this is my therapist, so y'all cannot. No, I'm just kidding. I need y'all to reach out. Dr. Taran, tell people. Listen, let me say this before we go.
Okay.
If we invited you back, will you come back? Because we want to encourage people. Yes, we got to give it back. What you think?
Oh man, we got to. We have to.
We gotta create like a self-care moment where she just come in and give tips. Man, listen, would you do that?
I would love to. I'd be honored.
We got her on air saying it. We got receipts. She on air saying that. But listen, y'all. Man, this has been great, man. We can't keep you here now because I know people got to go to church. But Dr. Taran McGowen, can you tell people how to get in touch with you? What's your business? All that good stuff. Because there's going to be some people that's going to reach out to you and make sure they get my referral fee. Yes.
I'm going to send you a little bonus on the side. I'll tell you. No, thank you again for having me. I would love to come back. How you can reach me. So the practice is Thrive House Wellness. you are more than encouraged to go online, do your research, check us out. It's thrivehousewellness.com.
Yes.
And you can reach us by email. You can reach out to our admin at Thrive House. But on the website, you can also schedule a consultation. Just go to that contact tab right on the left-hand side, I believe. And then you can always reach out via phone number. My number directly is 214-307-6433. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Give me a call. You can shoot me a text message. Send me an email. Taran at thrivehousewellness.com. And that's it.
Give them that phone number one more time. I know somebody was grabbing their pen and they weren't getting it out.
Absolutely. It's
we got
214-307-6433.
Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, this is important information that you need to get. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. Mr. Cameron, we not playing.
Oh, yeah.
You have to check on yourself, get yourself right, self-care, Thrive House Wellness. I'm talking about a real therapist, y'all. I'm talking about good therapists who really believe in the practice and can really help you. I'm not just playing. It's so serious. Make sure y'all reach out to her. Make sure you call her. Just go check it out. You may be on the fence, may be kind of nervous, but go check it out and just see. And you might just be better. But listen, Dr. Taran, thank you for coming here. We're going to invite you back. We're inviting you back. Yes. We're going to do some self-care stuff. We're going to keep informing the community. But listen, weren't you blessed by Dr. Taran McGowen, man? And listen, she has a concierge service that she's now offering. It's for high-level executives. It's for anybody. I'm not going to say high-level executives. It's for anybody where you can go to her site and you can get that if you want to go. Somebody busy like me, I'm in and out of town, but it's definitely for you. You know what I'm saying? And if you refer somebody, you get some kind of discount, I'm sure. But make sure y'all go to www.taranmcgowen.com and you can hear and learn more about that service that might be for you. I'm talking about the executive, the leader, somebody who just on the go like me. But that was a great segment, man. And we're going to get her back. She said on there she coming back, so we're going to get her back. So listen, shout out to Dr. Taran McGowen and Thrive House Wellness. They have a couple of therapists on there. So you might just go over there and just find you somebody. It might help you unscrew those thoughts in your head that got you all screwed up like DJ Screw. Now let me stop. But listen, y'all, in other news, Motivate the Students Backpack Drive is happening August the 9th from 11 to 3 p.m. at Wane Craft. Shout out to my son, head honcho Amir and Friends, who is providing over 3,000 backpacks to and supplies and shoes and haircuts, free food, physicals, everything at Wane Craft Recreation Center. That's 4500 Spring Street. Listen, y'all have to tune in so you can get the resources. If you're not tuned in, you don't get it. Shout out to the Motivate the Students Backpack Drive with head honcho Amir and Friends at Wane Craft. Shout out to everybody that's involved. I'm talking all our sponsors. 2 minutes a name. But listen, make sure y'all there. And lastly, before we get out of here, I gotta say this: commissary is necessary. So all you brothers and sisters that's locked up in those penal colonies all over the country, if you hear my voice, listen. If Big Mama sending you her hard-earned money, you know Big Mama sending you her money, and your wife or whoever sending you some money, don't. Now, I ain't going to tell you. I'm going to let Mrs. Cameron tell you what not to do. Because you need to be getting books. You need to be getting help. You need to be coming back from prison better, not worse. Mr. Cameron, tell them what not to do with Big Mama money.
Look, y'all, no unauthorized items. Y'all should not be having no K2, no paraphernalia. Y'all
Cash App.
No Cash App. No iPhones. Y'all shouldn't be having IG Live, going IG Live and YouTube Live trying to cook a meal. Okay? Y'all need to make sure that y'all are stewarding the money that is given to you. Because guess what?
Yeah.
We are moving forward. We're not going backwards. So while you're in there, God is still wanting to honor that moment for you to steward what has been given to you. So do what's right.
Yeah, do right like Mr. Cameron said. And next week we'll probably read a letter because we got a whole bunch of letters from brothers and sisters who've been writing us. We'll read a letter next week. But you heard what he said. So listen, y'all, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you next week at the same time, 9:30 Central Standard Time, serving on Sundays. Man, I gotta go to church. You going to church?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm watching on TV.
Yeah, look, do what you got to do.
I'm finna watch Sarah Jakes.
Hey, do what you got to do.
We out.
All right, peace.
Stop what you're doing and follow the Urban Specialist on all social media.
Hey, y'all, check this out. If you know anybody in the city of Dallas who's been impacted by violence, or just somebody in the neighborhood who are searching for resources, whether that's job, whether it's counseling, whatever they need, make sure you tell them to call the Urban Specialist Helpline. Let me say that again, the Urban Specialist Helpline. That number is 469-401-8317. Get your pen. I'm going to say it again, 469-401-8317. If they need help, tell them to call that number right now.
You've been listening to the Urban Specialist broadcast. Views and opinions expressed are those of Antong Lucky and special guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of this station.